I did not like the highest rated pizzeria in the city of Guimarães. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Unless you're jumping out of an airplane with a parachute. If you don't succeed there, after the splatter, there's probably not much left of you to try again. My name is Howie. This is Positively Portugal. Let's get into it. So I gave Trapani Pizzeria a 5 out of 10. Trapani had a 4.8 out of 5 on Google, and when I made the video, I said it was a 4.9. I was mistaken. I don't think that changes anything really, but I don't want to not get my facts straight here. So it's not that it left a bad taste in my mouth, it just left a taste in my mouth that would not go away an hour after I ate it because of a balsamic glaze that was on the slice. And like I said, I knew that the balsamic was there. I knew exactly what I was getting myself into, but that was the pizza that I felt was the only one that had an acceptable amount of sauce on it. The other pizzas just looked too dry, and I felt if I were to buy it, it would just be a waste of money and really no reason to make this video, or that video. Other problems with it, the presunto was way too chewy. I don't think that presunto belongs in a pizza oven or really an oven of any kind. I couldn't taste the sauce because of how overpowering the balsamic was, and there was also black olives and tomatoes and a green leaf vegetable, plus some ricotta. There was just way too much going on. Did not enjoy it. So I went back home. I went to Google, looked up pizzerias, and I found one called Marco Bellini. What intrigued me about Marco Bellini was it was a 3-minute walk from my apartment, and it had a 4.7 out of 5 on Google. Obviously, I know now that doesn't really mean much, but we got to keep doing this. Let's see how Marco Bellini was. Okay, today we are at a place called Marco Bellini here in Guimarães, and I think it would be very hard to not have a better experience than we had at Trapani. That was simply not good. This is a different kind of a place. This, you pay by the weight. It's €2.50, but not for a slice. I don't know what that weight is. I made sure I got a small slice simply because I don't want to get stuck with a big bill, and especially if it's something that I don't like. This is just a salami slice, and I'll show it to you here. Yeah, it's a weird shape. I told them I want a small slice, and that's kind of how they cut it. It's a very long rectangle. A little bit of char there as well. Who knows? Well, let's test this out and see how it is. Yeah, well, it's better than Trapani, that's for sure. The salami has a little bit of a kick to it. It might be thinly sliced chorizo. I'm not certain of it. But the cheese and the sauce kind of on the tasteless side. High quality cheese, though. We'll give this another shot here. Yeah, so the salami is saving it. Good salami. pretty standard slice, but again, much better than Trapani. So, Marco Bellini here in Guimarães. I'm going to give this a 6.5. And we'll be back to wrap this up. Okay, we're back home, and I want to break down this slice a little more here as opposed to outside. February in northern Portugal, not exactly comfortable for Florida man over here. So Marco Bellini, yeah, is decent. I still don't know what €2.50 means, though. Is that 100 grams? Is it 200 grams? I don't know what that means. I don't know what your prices are, and therefore I would be very reluctant to go back there. As for the quality of the pizza itself, it just had salami on it as the topping, and the salami was pretty good. It had some spice to it, which I like. But I will say I don't think that was the correct salami to use for pizza. It had a lot of fat in it, and sitting outside, it just made everything kind of congeal. And obviously, everybody knows that pizza is not a health food, but I think if you can outright taste fat, if that makes sense, then it takes away from the experience a little bit. The sauce, again, there was no taste to it. There's nothing wrong with it, but in my mind, a pizza sauce has to make a statement. It either has to be really, really high quality, nice and fresh. You know that you're eating something special. Maybe a little sweet, maybe a little spicy. But that sauce has to make a statement. And it didn't at Marco Bellini. The cheese, high quality, I have no complaints there. The best part of that pizza was the crust. It was thin style, and it had some char at the bottom of it, which is always nice to see. Now, I gave it a 6.5. One thing to keep in mind here, if I'm comparing it with pizzerias in New York, it would be a full point lower, maybe even more than a full point lower, but we're just going to say 1 point. Like the 6.5 that I gave Marco Bellini, if we were in New York, it would be a 5.5. And the other place, I'm actually going to stop saying their name because I didn't give them a good review, but I also don't want anything to happen to their business. Not that I have enough viewers watching my channel, watching these videos to really affect anyone's business. At least I don't think. But, I still have to call it as it is. If it's good, I'm going to tell you. If it's bad, I'm going to tell you. But I'm not going to name that other pizzeria again. I gave them a 5. If we were in New York, I would have given them a 4. That pizzeria would not make it in New York. They would be out of business within a month. The reason I'm not subtracting that full point is because a lot of the people watching this, maybe they've never been to New York, maybe they've never been to the United States, and, if you don't know what you're missing, I can't really, there's no words that I can say to you to make you think otherwise. So I am going to be fair, like I said in the last video. I'm going to be harsh, but I'm going to be fair. The only way I would return to Marco Bellini is if I can somehow find out on the internet what €2.50 means. It's the weight of something. I don't know what the weight is. I know I paid €1.70, but I'll be honest with you, I don't know how much a slice of pizza weighs. I have never seen that before in my life. Not in any city, state, or country. Now, it works for them, and I think that they're going to do great business as the years go by. Guimarães, it's a growing city. It's right in the center of the city. There's a few really good bars there, and I think that they're going to have a very lucrative business, and I wish them all the best. They were very friendly to me. it makes me wonder, is a 6.5 the best I can get in Guimarães? Probably. In Portugal? I don't know. But that's why we're doing this. We're going to find out. We're going to learn. Can I get great New York style pizza in Portugal? So if you want more videos about moving to Portugal, the process of getting there, Portuguese football, anything Portugal related, please like the video, leave a comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. These are the best things you can do to help a content creator on YouTube. I want to thank you all for watching, and we'll be back here soon, everyone. Take care.